I know how this business is, and I'm a scary person, so I have doubts. So I think a lot, sometimes overthink, and I know that I've been in a fantastic club with the top players, but you know, I'm from Catalonia. Gaudí was, my God, is maybe the greatest, or one of the greatest. So that's why, what can I say? Thank you so much for the compliment.
What's your favourite piece of Gaudi work?
When I say we are finishing the Sagrada Familia, still is not done. But when you go there in this temple, you realize what in that time, without 3Ds, without all technology, this person have the vision to create or think these type of things. You cannot realize that it's possible. So honestly, and hopefully, in my adorable and lovely country, Catalonia, sooner or later can finish it, and all the people around the world, being religious or not, can enjoy it.
Do you think you'll ever finish your masterpiece?
Listen, you have to retire right now. I'm more than satisfied, so I'm not. I'm so happy still doing my job, but it's not a fact that I never thought in my life live what I lived these 30, 40 years, and still living. I'm more than grateful. I cannot ask for anything else.
Hi Pep, Slovan Bratislava very happy to host you, and Champions League is obviously a very special competition for you and for City after a few years ago. Do you still love coming to different countries and different venues to play in these?
Well, I want to say something honest. With the press conference start that they are going to play a friendly game tomorrow. So I'm a little bit concerned about that in terms of the question Gaudí on this kind of thing is not. So it's a competition. We start against top opponent. This format, new format, I don't know exactly how you handle it, how points you need, and you know, maybe you can finish 13 or 14 or 15, you know, no qualifying until first 8, and you can win the Champions League. So at the end, it's a competition. It's more that, okay, perform well, and the good things we're doing, the bad things you have to improve, and is what I like the most in my process. So I adore to watch the game we played before and see how good things we have done, very bad, and how we had to improve, talk with the players. Training is difficult, but some details, and this is what I like. My job is to see that, still there are a big margin, you know, to be better in little details and in the concepts. Still we forget a little bit, we have to remember. And this is what I like. But tomorrow, yes, of course, is an opportunity to make a step, you know, and you know, make the team play better.
Hey Pep, Phil had a very good season for you last season, Phil Foden. What does he have to do now to kind of hit those high levels again? Because it's been a bit of a stop-start for him with illness. And
see, there is maybe I can have some doubts in many things, but the feel that he's going to be back will be back. As much he feels good, he will be back. I think the 30 minutes play in Champions Park, I felt already something that I like it that I didn't see, for example, against Watford. And we cannot forget, after European have been 2 months, might have 2 months or maybe more without training, with the problems he had a little bit with Nichols and some problems in his health, and now it's a little bit smiling and a little bit, you know, in his rhythm. So we cannot forget we have done so far what we have done without him, the best player of the Premier League last season. So we need him as a yes. It's an important player for us, but I don't have any doubts. The way he loves to play football and the way he training and his passion, he will be back and he's going to help us like he helped since he landed in the first team for Man City.
Hi Pep, Jan Jasenka, Sport SK. Slovan Bratislava is for the first time in the Champions League. So what do you think of them and maybe their strengths? Thank you very much.
Well, it's a team like I would say there's I would say that no. he played with some courage. So I saw the game against Celtic, the Glasgow, the result was good, but in certain moments they are not scared to play, to do prove things. I don't know. If tomorrow we want to play with 4 in the back, like always play. Last season against Lille, play 5 in the back. We were a little bit more cautious. But they're not scared to play, to do it. They link really good with the strikers, Stolt, and they want to try it. But of course, Champions League even doesn't matter. Competition always is a little bit, you know. I have incredible respect for my experience for all away teams, all the teams, especially when you play away. So, and hopefully we can be an aggressive team again and take a result that we needed.
Hello, Coach. My name is Martin. I am from the Slovak nationwide newspaper Hospodárske noviny. And maybe more broadly, what is the most precious lessons you have learned being a professional manager and working at these elite clubs and maybe coaching these top-level players?
The first question is, I learned that nothing is for granted. Even the media is going to say how beautiful we are, not for I'm related in that game. Always you have to do it. Nothing comes for that. And always I have an incredible opinion of my opponents, my colleagues. And never win a game like thinking that I'm in Barcelona and Bayern Munich here, this is going to happen. Always I try to give credit and especially for, of course, our opponents. So, and the second question, sorry?
Oh, no, that was
This
fine.
one?
Go ahead.
Okay, sorry.
Any questions in Slovak? Just over here.
Good evening. Hello, Coach. Just to set everything clear, Mr. Weiss said that as Gaudi built the Sagrada Familia, you've been building your team for years, and now it's like a piece of art. So just to set everything clear. And on the other hand, maybe what can you say about Mr. Weiss' work and about the team you are facing tomorrow?
Well, unfortunately, in England, we don't have the rights to see Slovakia League, so I'm sorry. So I saw these 2 or 3 days, the game, especially against Celtic, some games in the league. Like, okay, they are a better team. So, and this format is weird because now we play here and normally, okay, in a few weeks they come to Manchester, we play there. No, it's this game and it's over. So, and I like, you know, I've not been here before and come here in this country. So, honestly, I prefer when you play in these kind of countries that they're used to, I prefer to play away, to travel and see it. But I have a huge respect for them. We are going to try to analyze what they do, the patterns that they do, and trying to impose our game.
Good evening, Coach. Martin Kajgl, Slovakia Radio. My question is simple. What comes to your mind, if anything, when you hear about Slovakia or Slovakian football?
I'll be honest, not much. For the fact that I remember it was an incredible football player that passed away in an accident, Peter Dubowski. And today with Juanma we were talking about him because Juan Malillo was his player. And almost cried, remember him, because he's a lovely person, and his sadness for his accident was terrible. I start to, I would say, you know, to know a little bit this country, you know, through the athletes or the players that I've never been here for a tourist or something like that, maybe in the future. But this opportunity to know some players. Always you discover new players and new ideas for the managers when you look at them. And of course they are strengths, but they are weaknesses, like we have. And try to, you know, to strengthen our strength as a team to punish them. At the end, I would say it's a football game, and it's a massively important 3 points for us.
All good. Oh, just one final one here, please.
Hello, Coach. Do you think that this game is a bit tough for a big favorite when he's facing the underdog? Because the underdog has nothing to lose.
Yeah, I have to admit it. When you win 4 premises in a run, the toughest or one of the toughest league in the world, and Champions League winner 2 seasons ago, and of course we are most of the times when we were favorites, we accept it. So That is not a big deal. But I know perfectly when I came from Barcelona by Munich, it happened quite often as well in that period. Yeah, it's fine. And didn't give me 2-0 before I started the game. So we started 0-0, the same 11 against 11, the same conditions, pitch conditions, weather conditions for everyone. So we have to prove we are better. It's the only certain I have in my job. So the rest, I'm not concerned much, to be honest.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Have a lovely evening.
Slovakian after that, Martin?
Hi, John.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, you?
Yes, all right, thank you, yes. There was some news last week that Rodri's going to miss the rest of the season. Are you ready to move back into midfield again?
Yeah, if called upon, 100%. Difficult news for us all to take. I actually spoke to Rodri yesterday and he's doing well, recovered well. It's sad for, you know, the standard that he's set over the past few seasons has been incredible, and we know what a key player he is for us, and we've got now to look forward to him coming back and hopefully coming back quickly and speedy recovery, which we know is going to be a long time. But a lot of quality and a lot of players that are more than capable and of filling in that position.
And just one more, John. In the summer, you were part of the England team that played Slovakia. Got through eventually, but it was a close one. Is that a sort of a warning that you can't take them lightly tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think we show them the respect that we do everyone else, and we know the quality that they've got. Obviously, in that game was right into the wire. Played a great team that made it so difficult for us on that evening, and yeah, we know what we're in for tomorrow night, which is a well organised team. It's going to be, I'm sure, an incredible atmosphere here, and something that we're all excited for.
Hi, John. How was Rodri yesterday when you spoke to him?
Yeah, he was good, in good spirits. I think now he knows what's happened and knows his process to get back is he's come to terms with it, and he seemed in good spirits, which I'm glad. Obviously, we're checking. I think he's over in Spain with his family, and yeah, needs to take some time now and relax and recover the best he can.
And I think when people think about sort of a defender moving into midfield, you sort of think about how you played in the Champions League final. Is that difficult in a sense? Because, you know, it was sort of a once-in-a-lifetime performance that maybe people think, oh, it'd be easy, John can just go into midfield again and play like he did every week of the season.
I think it happened a lot over the past 2 years of going into midfield, and it was a bit different in the Champions League final. I was a bit higher up, which was new for me and one that I enjoyed. But yeah, I think whatever position that I'm asked to play, or whoever plays in midfield has played there before and knows what's asked of them from the manager, and hopefully can recreate even better moments like the Champions League final.
I was going to say, John, how much do you enjoy stepping into that role, and how much of an influence is Pep, obviously, because given he played there, what kind of advice and kind of challenges does he set you in that position?
Yeah, no, I love it. It's a totally different look on the game and appreciation for the game of players that have played in there, and as I'm sure you've heard me say before about understanding the game and learning from a defender's point of view when to receive the ball, when to pass the ball, the appreciation of the guys that play that role so regularly. I always enjoy it and trying to improve every time I go in there and give my best. I think that's all the manager wants from us, is to go and show our qualities, because he puts us there for a reason. And yeah, then it's about us going and doing the job.
Hi, John. The manager gave you a bit of an extended break after the Euros, but obviously you've only made one Premier League start so far, because it seems like he's been easing the English guys back in.
Mm-hmm.
You must be itching to really get going now.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think we know how long this season can be. The amount of games that we have, we know we're all going to play an important role during the season, and yeah, it's just about being ready when called upon and grabbing that moment. I think how much he rotates the squad. It's about being ready, and and staying fit, I think, is a massive thing for us all this season.
I can't imagine you're a brilliant watcher of football, but is
No.
it easier to stay calm under Guardiola, given how much he does rotate, and that everyone will get their chance to?
Yeah, well, I think we all know we will, because he chooses different systems, different players for different opponents. He knows all our qualities, all our weaknesses, and then form comes into play, things like this. So yeah, we always know that we'll get a chance, and know that how important we are to the team. I think that's why we've been so successful over the years. Everyone's played a massive part in that success, and playing the role when called upon. You know, for instance, coming on at Arsenal, end up scoring the winning goal, and that was my time to be ready and when called upon, as other players have done the same. So yeah, it's one where I wish I could play every game, but we have an incredible squad and a very busy schedule. So yeah, so just about being ready when he wants us.
Take some Slovak questions.
Hi, John. Martin
Hi.
Kajgal, Slovakian Radio. I have two questions. First is there anything that comes to your mind when you hear Slovakia, apart from that game at Euros in Gelsenkirchen?
Definitely that game. It put me through a lot, that game. No, they've got a lot of quality players. I've not been able to experience the country, so I can't say anything from that side. I know it's easy for me to reference that game, but I think that's to give them a lot of credit. How they played the game, how they fought right into the last minutes of it, made it really difficult for us. I think probably more difficult for our fans back home, our families watching there in the stadium. Yeah, no, it was a great battle between us and them, and I was happy to come out on top. But I think it shows the resilience and character that they have as players.
My second question is, tomorrow this will be like the high stage for Slovakian football and for Slovan, like having one of the best teams in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a fiesta for Slovakian football. What kind of experience is it for you, like a player that plays in Champions League, usually in Premier League, that the highest stage of the football is somewhere else, not in Bratislava?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's a game of football against a quality team. You can get sucked into what goes on around the game, what goes out of your control. We're focused on doing the job in hand coming here. We know what's in front of us and how difficult it's going to be, and yeah, what's expected of us as well. We're coming here to try and win, and that's not going to be easy. So it's another opportunity for us to try and get some points on the board and see how we can improve on previous games as well.